Now this video here is on the importance of BCAAs in your program if you're trying to not only build muscle but maintain the muscle that you're working so hard to put on. A lot of girls, a lot of people know what BCAAs are or have heard of BCAAs, but don't know the importance or don't take them seriously enough. And then some people haven't heard of them at all. I'll sit down in a consultation and I'll say, what supplements are you taking? And they don't list it, and I'll say, have you heard of or have you used BCAAs? And they say, what are those? So I'm doing this as kind of an add-on to the supplements video that I did to explain just briefly. It's not a biochemistry lesson, but explain briefly what BCAAs are and why they're important, and then how I use them in my own program or how I recommend them. And I'm very visual. I have to have some kind of schematic, not only to impress upon you what's going on in my head, but to keep myself straight, because I can get lost very easily. That's why I have that nice little edit button, and you'll see me jump from thing to thing because I just cut out a lot of garbage in the middle. But anyway, BCAAs, you guys know this, branched chain amino acids. They are isoleucine, leucine, and valine. They are extremely important because they are, of all the amino acids, they're the three that are branched. They are important because they can be used not only for building proteins, but they can be used directly as a fuel source for your muscles. So you almost think, well, that's kind of a conflict of interest, and that's the point, because they can be used for either. So we want to create an environment inside of you, inside of me, that makes it easier for your body to hold on to the muscle that you already have. So this is my schematic here. I'll explain because you might not be able to see it very well, but this is an arm basically, so it's depicting muscle, and then you're in prolonged exercise. Your body will use free-floating glucose, glycogen in the muscle. Your glycogen can be metabolized in the muscle itself, and glycogen is just the stored form of glucose, and that's mainly stored in your liver, but you have some in your muscles readily available as well. So during this prolonged exercise, or intense exercise in any shape or form, your body will, your muscles will release, it'll use glycogen as an energy source, but it can and will release BCAAs directly from the muscle. What does that mean? Well, it's breaking down muscle and releasing those amino acids, the components of the muscle, of the protein, muscle protein, into your body, into your blood. So your muscle's breaking down the BCAAs, and these BCAAs right here can go two paths. This is super simplistic. This is not this is the Cliff Notes version. There's a lot more that goes on in this, but I'm trying to just create a big picture just so you have a basic understanding. So if BCAAs get released, they can go two paths. They can go down here, they can add nitrogen and become alanine, and alanine is going to go then into your liver and be converted to glucose, and or released then as glucose, or stored as glycogen. Or the muscle that you just broke down into BCAAs can go straight back into the muscle as a fuel source. Okay, so this is key, the free-floating BCAAs in your system. Now, this path is not good if you're trying to keep lean mass. If you're trying to keep muscle and you're trying to build muscle, not so good. So having free-form BCAAs in your system makes it readily available for your body to grab those BCAAs, right? If you're taking them as a supplement, to grab those BCAAs and throw them into the muscle for energy as another fuel source, as a backup fuel source. The other thing it does is it will stimulate muscle growth. So if you have a lot of BCAAs floating around, your body kind of says, I mean, the overall, very simplistic terms, kind of says, well, there's plenty of this floating around, we might as well build some muscle. Translation, it's stimulating muscle growth. Okay? Now, up to 15% of your energy during a strenuous or prolonged workout can come directly from BCAAs. That's a lot, 15%. Okay? You don't want it to come from your body breaking down your muscle to provide fuel, to fuel those muscles that are left. And up to 1/3 of the muscle can be comprised of BCAAs. There's a little conflicting amounts, but up to or equal to 1/3 is typically okay. So that's, simplistically speaking, what happens in your body. So supplementing with BCAAs is crucial, I feel, super important to make those branched chain amino acids available to your body whenever it needs it. Utilize the great things that BCAAs can provide. They can halt muscle breakdown or make it much less conducive to muscle breakdown inside your body, and it can stimulate protein synthesis. Two things that are hugely important if building lean mass and maintaining lean mass is important to you. So that is my spiel on BCAAs.